The Race, illustrated by Alison J. Honk, growled Hare, really wild, but Tortoise simply stopped and smiled. Whoa there, Bunny, in a hurry, the speed you're going just isn't funny. Slow and steady is the way to get somewhere without delay. Think that's all just silly talk? Well, I am heading for New York. Perhaps, said Tortoise, you would care to have some fun and race me there. Fine, said Hare, I like a race. A route was set, they made a bet, and so began a famous chase. Now Tortoise was really taking his time as Hare revved up on the starting line. See you in New York, I trust, and away he headed in a cloud of dust. But Tortoise had a simple plan, and so he waved goodbye to land. Now Hare had set off at the double, but very soon ran into trouble. Hare was floating higher and higher till his ears brushed the flames and caught on fire. Poor old Hare, he started to frown, for what goes up must come down. And as he crawled across the sand, suitcase held tightly in his hand, the only thing that he could think was, gosh, I really need a drink of water. Soon a river and canoe stopped poor Hare from feeling blue, until that is he went too far, while Tortoise fished in Zanzibar. Hare shot down the raging river, past clutching claws and snapping jaws, and then washed up on distant shores. The poor old bunny was all a quiver. Hare was doing really badly, and next he found himself quite sadly on a sampan bound for China, while Tortoise lunched upon his liner. From old Hong Kong it wasn't long before our Hare got going again. He asked around and soon he found a clumpy bumpy aeroplane. For 7 days he crossed the ocean, flying with a lurching motion, so it wasn't really any wonder that he ended up down under. Now kangaroos are jumpy things, I think their feet are made of springs. So when poor Hare gave them a scare by falling on them from thin air, they thumped and bumped him up and down and quickly bounced him out of town. Undaunted Hare soon made his way across the water, until one day he found himself aboard again, a roaring, soaring aeroplane. Well, almost. Hare was setting record time. He cried, this race is surely mine, but sadly our hero didn't see Tortoise waiting at liberty. And so at last, fed up and beaten, Hare was forced to admit defeat, and what was worse was having to know he'd lost to someone terribly slow. And as for the moral, as Aesop would say, slow and steady wins the day.